черкесский народ всегда может рассчитывать на нашу братскую поддержку и солидарность.
Our partners, our friends from the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine, deputies of the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine, are working on the recognition of the genocide of the Cherkessian people. And we will have to work hard after that to make other countries recognize the genocide and to recognize the right of the Cherkessians to return to their homeland and to reestablish the free state of Cherkessia. So we wish you all the best, and inshallah we will achieve our goals, and the North Caucasus will be liberated, will be free, and will be developed. Sure that we are capable, we are able, we have the potential to create a new European Union in the North Caucasus, and with the particularities of our culture, of our religions, mentality, and our traditions. It is possible for us, and we have all the means for that, and we have the necessary will and the necessary means to do that and to accomplish this and to make this dream true.
Now, one of the things that will make a turning point in history, and has made a turning point for Ukraine, and matters with Circassians, is because of what the role is played by the diaspora. There would be no independent Ukrainian state today without the diaspora of the Ukrainians living outside of Ukraine, spread all over the world. And this diaspora played a very important role in helping Ukraine regain independence, but keeping its culture and traditions alive. That is why the people of Adyghe, the Circassians, have a very large diaspora living in the West. Estimates of 3 to 6 million just in Turkey alone make up a very large diaspora. But this diaspora, you have a gift. The Circassian people have a gift of this large diaspora because it can make a major difference in helping to keep the traditions and culture of the Circassian people and the memories of your history alive to that date when Russia becomes weak enough to where the Circassians can once again get a chance to become an independent state. Now, this is something we talked about precedents. Gobel mentioned this, the precedent of what happened with the Georgians giving the recognition of the Circassian genocide. Now we're on the threshold of the Ukrainians recognizing the Circassian genocide. Very important pivotal point. When it happens, it shows that the world has not forgotten about the sufferings of the Circassian people. And so I think this is a very important role that we all need to keep in mind as we sit here, we discuss the future of this region as Ukraine continues to fight, and we witness what is happening inside of Russia when they cannot respond. As Paul Gobel mentioned, Russian people don't have this idea of civic duty. Mm-hmm. And that's very important because if a group of Marylanders came up here from where I live and came and invaded East Patterson, I'm sure all of you would be responding to evict them from Patterson, New Jersey, not because of you're just people from this area, but because you have a sense of civic duty, because many of you all feel like you're Americans. So Russians don't have that. And that's what makes the ongoing Kursk military operation so interesting in terms of Russia's response, is they don't regard this area really as a part of their own state, and they don't have a sense of responding to this incursion, invasion, this attack on their own territory. So this is what is very historically very interesting right now and very important as we see what's happening, and borders are going to be redrawn, and some of these areas are going to be returned. We really don't know how this is going to evolve, but you, the people of the Circassian diaspora, have a very important role to play. And I very much appreciate the role that Zach and Iyad Yuger have played, and Ali Bierzik as well, in coming and trying to educate people and trying to keep the spirit of free and independent Circassia alive. Because this flag right here shows the 12 different tribes of the Circassians. And so there's strength in numbers, and there's strength in unity in numbers. We have Chechens here. We have people from different parts of the North Caucasus all supporting different aspects of the freedom and independence movement of Circassia. And then you have Ukrainians here as well. So I think this is very important, that we need to keep our faith very strong and keep thinking about the future. And remember that we are at a turning point in history, and nothing is ever written and it stays the way forever. So the borders will be redrawn and changed. So.
Ассаламу алейкум ва рахматуллахи ва баракату. Дорогие братья и сестры, я премьер-министр правительства Чеченской Республики Ичкерия за рубежом. От имени правительства и от себя лично сердечно поздравляю вас с этим знаменательным днем, Днем черкесского народа. Этот день символизирует не только величие и силу вашего духа, но и непоколебимую стойкость перед лицом многочисленных испытаний, которые выпали на долю вашего народа. История черкесского народа – это история мужества, чести и преданности своим традициям и культуре. Ваша вера в свободу и справедливость, ваша неустанная борьба за право быть хозяевами на своей земле являются примером и вдохновением для всего мира. Мы всегда будем помнить, что наши народы объединяет общая судьба, общие ценности и стремление к независимости и достоинству. Особые слова благодарности и признательности хочу выразить моему близкому другу и брату, президенту Международного черкесского совета Ияду Ягару. Ияд, ваш вклад в сохранение и развитие черкесской культуры, борьбу за право вашего народа невозможно переоценить. Вы являетесь символом единства и надежды для всех нас. Желаю вам крепкого здоровья, сил и успехов в вашем благородном деле. Пусть каждый ваш шаг будет озарен светом добра и справедливости. Сегодня, как никогда, нам важно помнить, что сила в единстве. Пусть этот день станет напоминанием о том, что вместе мы способны преодолеть любые преграды и достичь великих целей. Черкесский народ всегда может рассчитывать на нашу братскую поддержку и солидарность. С Днем черкесского народа! Пусть мир, благополучие и процветание всегда сопутствуют вашему народу. Аллаху Акбар, Аллаху Акбар, Аллаху Акбар.
Уважаемые братья черкесы, очень важно, чтобы вы помнили, да, что у нас, у черкесов и у чеченцев есть много чего общего. Да. У нас не только враг общий, который пытается навязать на нас вот этот тоталитарный свой режим и власть, но у нас также и общая судьба. Мы пережили и гонения, и депортации, и геноцид, и культурный геноцид. И до сих пор мы являемся жертвами вот этой ассимиляционной российской политики, которая направлена на уничтожение нашего национального идентитета и наших языков. Наши предки, они не приняли господство Российской империи, и именно поэтому наши предки вместе сражались во времена шейха Мансура и далее во времена имама Шамиля. До сих пор Россия отрицает геноцид черкесского народа. Она классифицирует геноцид черкесского народа как, знаете, миграцию черкесов. Да? Такое же хамское отношение у Российской империи и к чеченскому вопросу. По сегодняшний день Российская империя отрицает чеченский геноцид, несмотря на то, что за последние 30 лет убито самой Россией, да, в Чечне убито свыше 300 тысяч населения, то есть 30% населения. И мы, чеченцы и черкесы, должны защищать свою культуру, свой национальный идентитет, свои языки. И если мы объединимся, мы сможем создать сильнейшую конфедерацию народов Северного Кавказа, и у нас на это есть абсолютно все. У нас есть идеальный людской потенциал, людские ресурсы, у нас есть территориальные ресурсы, у нас есть природные ресурсы, и мы сможем создать сильную интегрированную экономику и развить наш регион так, чтобы этот регион стал примером для других и мог полностью обеспечить безопасность восточных границ Европы. И сегодня, да, Украина борется против Российской империи, той же самой империи, которая учинила геноцид и черкесского народа, и чеченского народа. И сегодня ключ к освобождению наших народов находится именно в Украине. И поэтому мы должны всевозможными силами поддерживать Украину. И в этом плане правительство Чеченской Республики Ичкерия очень ясно высказалось, да, нужно поддерживать Украину, но также и правительство Чеченской Республики Ичкерия всегда поддерживало и будет поддерживать черкесский народ и призывает правительство Верховную Раду Украины признать геноцид черкесов. Будущее черкесского и чеченского народов находится в наших руках. И то, что принадлежит по праву нам, никогда не поздно требовать обратно. Русский сапог на Кавказе есть оккупант. И это нужно помнить.
Dear friends, dear brothers and sisters, I want to congratulate you with National Circassian Day. We celebrated together with you because you are a true global symbol of freedom, resistance, and self-determination and preservation of your culture, of your language, of your history, which us as politicians we will always help to preserve. As the chairwoman of the special commission which is acting in Verkhovna Rada, I would like to inform you that the laws that we registered to basically be committed to outline that genocide that was committed against you was illegal, and it falls under determination of a genocide, and I hope we will vote it very soon. The paper is ready, past line committees, and I think it's another practical way of supporting you and to globally have our commitment. Of course, today you are facing enormous challenges. They're spread across the globe, but your communities are strong. I have had an opportunity to feel it, see it during our meeting in New York. I want to send you strength, hope, and all our prayers are with you for the fact that we are fighting one common evil. I hope one day we will be free, we will be happy, and our cooperation will blossom. Happy National Circassian Day.
Dear brothers and sisters, my name is Shamil Albakov. I am Honorary Consul of the Chechen Republic of Ichkeria in France. I am also Ingush representative and Vice Chairman of the North Caucasus Nations Committee. I want to congratulate all my Circassian brothers and sisters throughout the world with the Adiga Day. It's very important to celebrate such events. Day of the Circassian flag, the Adiga Day, the commemoration of the genocide of the Circassian people, all these dates must be mentioned and must be celebrated and must be marked so the future generations will not forget who they are and where they are from. We have no other choice as to struggle for the liberation of our homeland with all the means we have. And now our partners, our friends from the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine, deputies of the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine, are working on the recognition of the genocide of the Cherkassan people. And we will have to work hard after that to make other countries recognize the genocide and to recognize the right of the Cherkassians to return to their homeland and to reestablish the free state of Cherkassia. So we wish you all the best, and inshallah we will achieve our goals, and the North Caucasus will be liberated, will be free, and will be developed. Sure that we are capable, we are able, we have the potential to create a new European Union in the North Caucasus, and with the particularities of our culture, of our religions, mentality, and our traditions. It is possible for us, and we have all the means for that, and we have the necessary will and the necessary means to do that and to accomplish this and to make this dream true. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
My contacts with the Circassians go back almost 50 years, and I must say that I've seen over that time remarkable growth, and what the Circassian Benevolent Association and the people who work with it have achieved already is so amazing, considering what people expected only a few years ago, that it's a great honor to be here as we are on another stage closer to the recovery of the Circassian homeland and the return of many of the diaspora Circassians to a land that was taken from them and from which they were expelled. I'm very optimistic because what we are watching is the collapse of the identity that has been the basis of holding the Russian Empire together. I don't think people have paid enough attention to the fact that when the Ukrainian forces moved into Kursk Oblast, you did not have what you would have had in every other country on earth, an explosion of popular demands that the government do something about it, that it mobilize everything, that it do what was ever necessary to expel a foreign invader on the territory of Russia. That didn't happen. And the reason it didn't happen is that the Putin regime has sought so hard to suppress any civic identity that people no longer have a sense that they are participants in the process. That has enormous consequences for all the peoples of the now within the borders of the Russian Federation, including the Circassians, because it means that you don't have the basis of support for the kind of authoritarian policy that Mr. Putin has been associated with and is likely to engage in more in the future. The population is not on his side. It's increasingly looking only to its own narrow interests. And that gives groups like the Circassians a chance to move forward. Circassians are in a particularly good position for at least three reasons. First, as is often forgotten, the Circassians have the largest diaspora population of any people whose main center is within the territory of the current borders of the Russian Federation. The diaspora plays a key role, just as the Baltic diasporas did for the recovery of the independence of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. The Circassian diaspora is playing an equally great role in the recovery of independence for Circassians. Second, the Circassians have done something which a lot of groups don't do. They have always worked hard to cooperate with others in their region, with the various peoples of the North Caucasus in particular, but with the Ukrainians, with other nations who are struggling against Muscovite imperialism. That's important because the people who are going to come out from the looming demise of the Russian Federation best are going to be those who've established good relations with all kinds of people. Those that try to go it alone, to do it all by themselves, are going to be much less effective in the next 5 years than are those like the Circassians who are working with others. And third, the Circassians are very, very close to having the Ukrainian government recognize what happened in 1864 as an act of Russian genocide against them. As we all know in international affairs, it's the first country that takes that step that's critical. Once one country does it, other countries will feel far more willing, they'll be far more willing to follow. So I believe that within the next few months, the Ukrainian Verkhovna Rada, the parliament, will vote to recognize 1864 as the genocide it was, and that will open the gates to other countries following suit. As that happens, Moscow will find itself ever more on the defensive. And with what I see as the weakening of the Russian center, we can look forward sometime in the next few years, I'm not saying next few months, but next few years, to the recovery of what Circassians have kept their hopes alive for the last century and a half. That is a recovered Circassian state where the homeland belongs in the North Caucasus.
I want to thank everyone that spent this last 20 minutes with us. I know we have 1,000 people outside. We were interested in going back out, but I think we learned a lot today. We learned that we have brothers and sisters, same struggle. We have friends. We have people that believe what we believe in, what we've been told to believe in when we were raised. So this is a great plus for us. God willing, we'll go out. We'll spread the message out there with our friends, our family, and this will be a wonderful rest of the day for all of us.
For being a good friend of Ichkeria. Circassians and Chechens have a lot of things in common. We share not only a common enemy that wants to impose its totalitarian rule on us, but also a common fate. We have suffered from expulsion, genocide, cultural genocide, and the Russian assimilation policy through the destruction of our national identities and of our languages. Our ancestors did not accept the Russian rule, and that's why they fought together against the Russian Empire during Sheikh Mansour and later during Imam Shamil. Until this very moment, Russia refuses to recognize the genocide of Circassian people and classifies the forced expulsion of Circassians from their land in the 19th century as a Circassian migration. In the same manner, Russia refuses to recognize the genocide of the Chechen people, although Russia murdered over 300,000 Chechen civilians in Chechnya for the past 30 years. We have to protect our culture, our national identity, and our languages. If we unite our potential, we can create a very powerful confederation of the peoples of North Caucasus, and we have everything for that. We have human potential, we have human resources, we have natural resources, we have our territories, and we can build a strong economy, and we can develop our region so it becomes the leader in the Eastern Europe, and it can ensure the the security on the borders of Eastern Europe. Today, Ukraine is fighting against Russian Empire, the same empire that perpetrated the genocide of Circassians and Chechens. The fate of Russian Empire is directly tied to the outcome in the war of the war in Ukraine. And now the peoples of North Caucasus really have a chance to accelerate the process of disintegration of the Russian Empire through supporting Ukraine in all possible terms. Ukraine holds the key that will unlock the door to freedom for our peoples. The Chechen government in exile, led by Ahmed Zakayev, firmly stands with the Circassian people and encourages the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine to recognize the Circassian genocide. I would like to wish peace and prosperity to the Circassian people. I would like to wish everyone happy Adiga Day. May the next Adiga Day be celebrated on the free lands of Circassian people. Thank you very much.